Welcome back, NCAC sports fans, and thanks for joining us today as we embark on the first edition of The Rundown for the 2015-16 academic year. Now, before we get rolling, we do want to first welcome our student athletes, coaches, athletic administrators, and fans to the 32nd season of competition in the North Coast Athletic Conference. We'll open this week's show on the gridiron as league play kicked off last weekend with Worcester topping Allegheny 28-13 in Meadville and Oberlin collecting a 28-24 home win over Kenyon. Yeoman senior running back Blake Buchanan collected the NCAC Offensive Player of the Week award after averaging 10.9 yards per carry in the 4-point win. Less than a year removed from a torn ACL, the Collins, Ohio native compiled a career-high 153 yards on the ground, which included this 7-yard scoring plunge in the first quarter and this 53-yard scamper to midfield in the second quarter that ultimately led to another Yeoman touchdown. League squads returned to the field this Saturday with 5 games on the schedule, highlighted by Ohio Wesleyan traveling to 17th-ranked Wittenberg for a 7 p.m. kickoff. And now let's head indoors and take a quick glimpse at the early season success of the NCAC volleyball squads. Through the first 2 full weeks of non-conference play, 8 of the 9 league squads currently own records of 600 or better, led by Worcester's perfect 7-0 start. However, no team is as hot right now as Ohio Wesleyan. After dropping their season opener against Bluffton on September 1st, the Battling Bishops have reeled off 9 straight victories and will carry a 9-1 record into this weekend's home Bishop Invitational. Through 10 matches, several OU players are at the top or near the top of several statistical categories in the NCAC, including junior setter Shannon Slater, who leads the league with 324 set assists, freshman Nina Carmichael Tanaka, who is third in the league with 145 digs, and finally, this week's NCAC Volleyball Player of the Week selection, Iris Anderson, who is second in the league with 127 kills. There are 26 non-conference matches on the schedule this week, highlighted by 7th-ranked Wittenberg hosting its annual Fall Classic. And we'll now shift our attention to the pitch, as 5 of the league's 10 men's soccer squads remain unbeaten through the first 2 weeks of action. After making a run to the sectional semifinal round of the NCAC tournament last fall, the Kenyon Lords have picked up right where they left off with a perfect 5-0 start to the 2015 campaign. The Lords, who are ranked second in the most recent D3Soccer.com Top 25 poll, collected a marquee win last week as they topped 9th-ranked Carnegie Mellon by a 4-3 mark on Saturday in Gambier. Through their first 5 matches of the season, Kenyon has scored 18 goals and handed out 13 assists along the way, while limiting their opponents to just 4 goals for a 0.80 goals against average. And leading the charge for the Lords has been junior All-American forward Tony Amolo, who has already accumulated 17 points on 7 goals and 3 assists, while fellow All-American junior goalie Sam Clower has bolstered the defensive unit by allowing just 4 goals and scooping up 13 saves in 450 minutes of action. NCAC teams return to the pitch this week with 20 non-conference matches on the slate. And finally, we'll head out to the links, where the Worcester women's golf team picked up its first team victory of the 2015-16 season last weekend by a 33-stroke margin at the OU Fall Invitational, played at Safari Golf Club in Powell, Ohio. The Fighting Scots opened the 36-hole event with a 321 on Saturday and followed suit with a 329 on Sunday to post a winning score of 650. In addition to the team victory, junior Emily Howerton won medalist honors at the event for the first time in her career. Howerton, who hails from Akron, Ohio, fired an opening round 77 and carded an 81 on Sunday to post a 151 and win the tournament over teammate Charmine Chenoy by 2 strokes. Howerton was crowned the NCAC Women's Golfer of the Week for her efforts. And there is limited action on the women's golf circuit this week. However, DePaul will host Wittenberg and several non-league teams over the weekend for the Dan Quayle Collegiate Classic at Deer Creek Golf Club in Clayton, Indiana. Well, that puts a wrap on this week's show. But fans, be sure to join us again next week for another edition of The Rundown.